Street Band is here tonight to call upon the righteous power of art, of music, of rock and roll in dangerous times. In my home, the America I love, the America I've written about, that has been a beacon of hope and liberty for 250 years, is currently in the hands of a corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous administration. Tonight, we ask all who believe in democracy and the best of our American experience to rise with us, raise your voices against authoritarianism, and let freedom reign.
This is how Bruce Springsteen kicked off his European tour.
There's some very weird, strange, and dangerous shit going on out there right now. In America, they are persecuting people for using their right to free speech and voicing their dissent. This is happening now. In America, the richest men are taking satisfaction in abandoning the world's poorest children to sickness and death. In my country, they're taking sadistic pleasure in the pain that they inflict on loyal American workers. They're rolling back historic civil rights legislation that led to a more just and plural society. They're abandoning our great allies and siding with dictators against those struggling for their freedom.
To MAGA, this may come as a surprise. However,
they're removing residents off American streets and without due process of law are deporting them to foreign detention centers and prisons. This is all happening now. A majority of our elected representatives have failed to protect the American people from the abuses of an unfit president and a rogue government. They have no concern or idea of what it means to be deeply American. The America that I've sung to you about for 50 years is real. And regardless of its faults, is a great country with a great people. So we'll survive this moment.
to many literate people, these comments are not shocking in the slightest. To understand Bruce Springsteen, one must take in and comprehend his lyricism. After performing Land of Hope and Dreams, Bruce sang Death to My Hometown, a track that takes on corporate greed and how it led to the Great Recession. The fifth song of a 27-track set list was Rainmaker. Writes Andy Green of Rolling Stone, the song is a cautionary tale about how demagogues exploit desperate people by offering easy answers to their problems. Green would showcase one section of the lyrics in his piece. On that ambitious, hopeful message that he had there,
there may not be, as much humanity in the world as one would like to see, but there is some. There's more than one would think. In any case, if you break faith with what you know, that's a betrayal of many, 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 many people.
he channeled his inner James Baldwin and quoted the man himself. Prior to the election, he would endorse the Kamala Harris-Tim Walz ticket and even perform at some of their rallies. He'd tell the crowd, she's running to be the 47th president of the United States. Donald Trump is running to be an American tyrant. He does not understand this country, its history, or what it means to be deeply American. I urge all of you who believe in the American way to join me. In response to what Bruce Springsteen said in Manchester, the opening leg of his European tour, what you will probably hear is a bunch of MAGA folks calling him dumb or low IQ. I've even seen some on Elon's hate site call him the R word, when really we know about this fear. We've been trying to ring the alarm bells, and there are so many that are just willingly going with it and riding this MAGA wave until the end. But what's really troubling is that the weeping and wallowing that you will hear are the same people that love Born in the USA. They just can't read between the lines. With albums such as The River and Born in the USA examining poverty, post-Vietnam trauma, and blue-collar aspiration with a societal documentarian eye, Springsteen also wrote a defining anthem of the 9/11 tragedy, The Rising. Let me just say, there are many out there who are speaking out. And for everyone that does, I'm appreciative. It's not easy. We are seeing how they want to suspend habeas corpus via Stephen Miller himself addressing the press. We have seen Kristi Noem in a hearing say that they don't want to have the capability of offering due process. Why? Because if we're connecting the dots, it would benefit those running CCOT in El Salvador. And what they want to do is root out the dissidents. They want to root out the people who are going against the administration, because muting these people, sending them away without due process, is much easier than allowing, let's say, an NPR to have some of the most highly esteemed journalists in the world. Because what they want is unchecked power. What they want to put forth, as we have even seen in uncovered emails via the Southern Poverty Law Center of Stephen Miller when he was communicating with Breitbart, they want a white nationalist playbook to be carried out. We have seen how Project 2025 has been carried out, and there are even some who have said that are involved with Project 2025 that they can't believe how much they have got done already. And they're going to continue getting it done. Why? Because no one is holding these people accountable. There are no other Republicans in the Senate and Congress who are willing to go against the administration because they benefit. They benefit from this. It is an essential get out of our way, and no harm will be done to you. Nothing will happen to you. But if you're a Republican who does get in the way, we will make your life a living hell. That is fascistic. So what Bruce Springsteen is saying is spot on. It's spot on. Because he has written about it. He has experienced it. He knows it. And for those that just want to, on July 4th, blast Born in the USA and wear a red MAGA hat, you are the epitome of a hypocrite. The epitome. Same people that are blasting his songs are Trump supporters. It's incredible to me. Because, well, if you know anything about him, the artist that you love, the man that you play, all of his tracks on Spotify, then maybe you would realize he's going against you.